Chris Mackowski for Emerging Civil War. It is early December, early morning, and I have stopped by Gettysburg on my way through the area. And this is one of my favorite times of day to visit because it's so quiet. You have the battlefield to yourself. Even in the summertime when things get so busy, if you visit early morning, you can have those quiet moments of peace and contemplation. That's actually why I chose this particular spot, the GAR monument topped by Albert Olson. He's the last surviving member of the GAR, the last surviving Union veteran, the last Civil War veteran. He died in 1956. He'd been a drummer boy in the 1st Minnesota Heavy Artillery, and he was from Duluth, Minnesota, so he never actually saw service here in Gettysburg or in the Eastern Theater, but because he was the last surviving Union veteran, he is memorialized here at Gettysburg. And if you take a close look at his statue, he's kind of looking off in the distance. Perhaps looking back in the past, he did sort of make part of his career as the last survivor, one of the last survivors, and rode that wagon for quite a long time, and so he spent a lot of time looking backward. But the statue is really remarkable, I think, because it's also looking forward, off into the distance, and what is America about to become? Where is it going? Here's a man who was born in 1850, I believe, and he saw the Advent flight. He saw the atomic bomb before he finally died. What changes took place, and so the future continuing to evolve in such ways that I'm sure he never could have imagined when he was born. So standing here and looking out across the field, I think, is wonderful. An invitation for us to stop at this battlefield or any battlefield and just kind of contemplate where have we come from, where are we going. It's also just a beautiful spot to stand here and look, and peaceful, quiet, the landscape is gorgeous. You think about the horrific events that happened here, and looking out across these fields, in particular where on the 3rd of July, 1863, Robert E. Lee sends his men across the fields in what becomes known as Pickett's Charge, or the Pickett-Pettigrew Trimble Charge, if you're being fully accurate and living up to all those folks who took place. And it's so quiet now. Off in the distance, I just heard the gunshot to some hunter someplace, also out early morning. What those gunshots sounded like multiplied by tens of thousands here once upon a time. And it's so peaceful and quiet here now, so certainly a great opportunity for reflection and contemplation. It's also the spirit for that sort of thing, as we're counting our blessings and thinking about all the good things in our lives and enjoying our family and friends and the many blessings that we have, and thinking about the sacrifice that our veterans have made in order to secure those freedoms and liberties and blessings for us. So just a rich, rich opportunity for us to stop and think and be thankful and grateful and contemplate our role in all that and what we can do to carry on the mission that those veterans once secured for us on this and many other battlefields. I'm Chris Mackowski for Emerging Civil War.